Hello everyone, welcome back. So today I have here a hawkbill, was more commonly known back in the day as a pruning knife, okay? This one is made by Klein & Sons, Chicago, and it's got the letter H on it. From what I could figure out, from what I was reading, it's going to be approximately 1996. So I restored this one. I'm going to put some pictures in right now what it looked like before. Alright, so you see that. It was pretty messed up. I got a little polish on there. Get that off of there. So the story behind this knife is, my dad had what was called a linoleum knife, which had basically the same blade and like a wooden handle. And for those of you that don't know what linoleum is, back in the day, in the 60s and 70s, a lot of people put linoleum like in their kitchens and stuff. And it was made out of like a linseed, it's a linseed product. And it was kind of soft, and the hook knife, basically, hawkbill, or the pruning knife, has the same exact shape as the linoleum knife. And I got my father's somewhere, I just don't know where it is, probably in one of my boxes, but I had bought this Chinese copy here. Check this out. And this was for grafting. I mean, this thing has got some serious walk and talk. I mean, listen to that bad boy. I was looking for grafting tape, and the grafting tape that I found included this knife, and it was only like a buck or two more to get the grafting tape with this knife versus just buying the grafting tape. So I bought it. It's pretty cool. I mean, the fit and finish is not terrible. I don't know what kind of handles those are, but it's pretty cool. But again, it's a Chinese copy of this hawkbill. And I'll tell you what, it came out nice. These are a little odd to sharpen. You kind of got to use a round diamond rod. But I got this one, oh, it's got a liner lock on it too. I got this one probably, I'm going to say, at least 25 years ago. And it was in that condition that you saw in the pictures. And I had put it in a box in my garage. And when I was doing it, if you saw my little updated garage workshop video, when I was cleaning everything up, I found it. And I said, wow, you know what? Let me restore that. And it came out beautiful. I didn't have a lot of nickel silver, so I made this pin out of brass, and I made this little monkey tool. I don't know why they call it a monkey tool. It's actually got a little rust on it from, I should have put some oil on it though. But it's just a drilled little dome in there. And I put it right on there, and I domed that, and I'll tell you what, it worked out pretty good. I got polish all over this thing, but it really worked out good. I don't know why they call it a monkey tool. I do know that, when they're doing rivets and stuff like that and blacksmithing. So if anybody knows why it's called a monkey tool, that would be cool. But I know they have, they sell like little kits, or lack of a better term, where they have a bottom die and a top die to spin these rivets if you want to get a domed head on them. But I'll tell you what, this worked really great, and I may make another one by using a diamond Dremel bit and make it out of hardened steel. This is just mild steel, and make this much thinner so I could see exactly where I'm at. But I'll tell you what, it worked out great. So I'm really, really pleased with it. I wish I would have took all the polish off before I brought it out to show you. But yeah, it came out really nice. And the funny thing is, I didn't go crazy when I was doing it. I just kind of did it while I was watching some YouTube videos, and just did a little sanding and a little polishing, and yeah, I'm very, very pleased with it. So there you have it. And again, if you want to see how to take apart these pocket knives, basically, you got a pin here, you got a pin here, okay? These two pins here are only holding on the scales, if you want to call them scales, you want to call them handles, okay? So you really have 1, 2, 3 pins that are actually holding the knife together. So what you're going to basically do is you grind these away and you punch them out. Don't try to punch out these two. If you see two like that, like a lot of Barlows have it that way, they're only holding the scales to the liners, okay? So just be aware of that. But like I said, there's a ton of videos out there on how to do that. I actually have a video where I made a pocket knife completely from scratch. It goes over all the details of putting it together. Taking it apart basically is popping out those pins. So yeah, maybe one day down the road I'll again, to try to video it, it takes a long time for something that's really pretty quick. The main thing is you need some good diamond bits, and you can pick them up relatively cheap. And what I do is I wear a pair of magnifying glasses, and so that I don't slip off and hit the Delrin. Because if you hit that, you're gonna mark it up. Okay, so there you have it. I was hoping you'd be interested in seeing my little hawkbill, aka my pruning knife. And you know I'm gonna say it. I'm sending you all much, much love and appreciation, my brothers and sisters. I hope you enjoyed seeing this. I hope you all are doing well, and we'll see you on the next one.